All right, so here's what we got going on here. So Taylor and I have gone with the Tito's handmade vodka, my vodka of choice, and that's no joke. I was introduced to this like 7 years ago. The guys who run CPX Sports, they are friends with the guy who owns this company, and so they were like, "You got to try Tito's. This is our buddy's vodka." I have poured this much out so far. I've got 3 shots in my mixed drink, which I'll be sipping on throughout the show, which is a Bloody Mary. But of course, it is time for a shot because we are beginning the show. And
right. Dick is even beating us here because he has what do you have there, Dick?
I got Wild Turkey 101. I've been drinking this since I was a wee lad. I got it because nobody else would touch it because it's so powerful and it basically swill.
Are you
So everyone in college would drink their own Absolute 80 proof before they ever touched my Wild Turkey 101.
I'm sorry, but we have a shot glass reveal from Mr. Gamertag.
What do we got?
That's it.
Wait, there's more. So the shot glass is in here, and when you lift it,
Why do you have this?
That's the most boomer shot glass I've ever seen.
That is pretty boomery, Woody.
Is that a Spirits of Elderberry care package or what?
So for those of you who are audio only, you fucking peasants, Woody's bottle of liquor just rolled up in the back seat of a drop top 32 Ford with quad shot glasses in it for some unknown reason.
I like the musical thing. That's kind of pleasant. It helps you forget that you've kind of novelized your alcoholism.
I feel like why do you have that?
That's the setup you use to get an underage child wasted to take advantage of them.
There's a lot of those at the Vatican. Just
the Neverland Ranch edition.
We just inherited this from my grandmother who died, or my mother-in-law. But it's still fun.
Well, at least it wasn't a total loss.
Here's the Nana.
Using cold vodka, I've got to say the warm Grand Gala seems to. I think it would make me sick right now. I'm glad I'm drinking cold instead of warm.
Well, that's not encouraging.
Oh no, you're gonna
more. The smell of. All right.
All right. Cheers, everyone.
Yeah. Bottoms up. Ooh, it burns.
Oh,
so good.
See, the good part about this vodka is I bought it on the way home, and so it's not cold.
Oh, you don't fucked up.
I've had my nose is different now.
I'm feeling smarter and funnier already.
Yeah, my opinions are becoming more valid. I'm more confident in them.
It's like a blanket for my tongue. Immediately, the smell goes in. The smell of the liquor is like one of those pies in a cartoon that just beckons you in with those tantalizing tendrils.
So if you've been drinking 101 for this long, I imagine a few nights you may have gotten unruly. Like, are you one of those people where you're like, oh, I got too fucked up on that. I can never have that again. Oh, I'm not a tequila person. Those people. Or are you like, fuck it, this is my brand. I don't care what I do when I'm on it. This is mine.
I stopped drinking tequila a long time ago, but I think it's just a taste thing. Like, I for some reason, I can't stand the taste of tequila. I don't know why.
What kind of tequila were you drinking?
God, the last time I drank it, it was good stuff. A fan sent it to me. It was some kind of, I think it was a Patron bottle, a silver Patron bottle. But
that's the good kind.
Something about it tastes too much like cough syrup to me. Like when a good bourbon or a scotch will taste like a cigarette, and I like it. The tequila, the more I drink it, the more it starts like kind of chiseling at the back of my teeth. Like there's something not right with this flavor.
Aren't you half Mexican?
Hey. I got the wrong half when it comes to liquor. I got the white half. Yeah.
Or the right half. Who knows?
For those of you who like to keep track of how much we've all drank, I had Taylor supervise me. There are 3 shots of vodka in here, so whenever this is gone, you can tally on 3 to. But God damn it!
I didn't know we were supposed to start with sealed. Okay, yeah, all right.
Oh yeah.
That was like a magic term.
I have my flaws, but I don't lie, really. That's the same Grand Gal. I promise you, I haven't touched it since the last show.
We're going to need you to pour that on some gunpowder and then light it on fire to make sure it's the correct amount of proof.
Is that a thing? I don't know.
That's where proof comes from. 100 proof. Kyle, you back me up on this if it's true. I don't know if it is. They used to pour the liquor on gunpowder. And if they could still light it on fire, it meant it was proof. And today that means 100 proof. Now we've got science and everything. We can tell how much liquor is in it. But back in the cowboy days, that's what they do. So it's
I've heard that before. It was from
true?
you just now, but I've heard it.
Yeah, I've never heard that before, but I'm going to choose to believe it.
Try it, for God's sake.
I don't have any gunpowder, but I will believe you.
That wouldn't possibly work with what Woody's got over there. It's way too much syrupy sugar and shit, right?
I have no fucking idea. I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
I'm not a liquor scientist.
But to get into Dick for a little bit, so I haven't had
quick,
my finger on.
Google says Dick's right.
Nice.
Well, nice. Google doesn't lie.
No.
I know
following
liquor.
your
Politics, just making it up on the fly. Liquor, 100%.
Then you're right here. You're at home here.
Who do
By
you
the way,
think would win in a
everybody,
fight?
just real quick. I didn't say at the beginning, but I made a list that I'm keeping to myself of things that if any of us do it, we all have to take a drink. And Woody left for more than 5 minutes, and that is a drink.
We all have to drink?
Cheers. Everyone has to drink.
All right. Get yourselves a shot, gentlemen.
And since you're not doing like a...
Oh, that's
mixed
too much.
drinks-
Too much.
Oh, that's a lot. Oh, just take a drink out of your regular thing, pal.
No, I'm drinking this down like indiscriminately. This is getting,
Oh, man.
gone.
Kyle,
These
you've
shots
got
are
the
put
enthusiasm of like a sorority girl. It worries me because if you can carry that momentum, you're going to be an unstoppable liquor force.
So last time, let me take.
He's
this
like
shot. I'll
a
take half
19-year-old
last
girl
time.
at Rush Week. Like, that's what he's like.
Yeah.
It appears that I'm a little bit sick. After I had my first shot, my stomach felt terrible. This place felt 110 degrees. And I went to the bathroom, got my work done, and cranked up the AC. We're going to power through this, bitch.
Yeah.
Real quick before we jump into something else, it has been well over half an hour, and because it was so soon after the last drink, my another rule was anytime someone plays a video, they have to drink. Woody, you played a video, but let's all pour one up.
I gotta say, we're really making some progress here.
Kyle, you
Man,
gotta
later if
slow
we're
down
playing
a little
videos, I would love to play my my Maddox show hijack for you guys a little later if you don't mind. I thought it was
Oh.
pretty fucking funny.
bit. I would love to do that. That would be fun.
Play that music box.
I've followed
That's
your
so
shit
fucking ugly.
for I've followed your stuff for a long time, Dick. And I have to give you credit. You introduced me to Sam Hyde, who you had on your show like a year and a half ago. And at the time, I was listening to it, and he was talking about the Yellow Knight sketch,
Yeah.
and I was like,
Yeah.
"Who the fuck is this guy? And
What
what is he
fancy
talking
water
about?"
are you drinking over there?
Like he would get on his own
It's
own
supposed to be in
shit.
the car.
Do you like talk?
What is that? Are you Mad Men? Did you take that from Don Draper's fucking liquor cabinet? What the fuck is
Princess
that?
Diana over here with his.
Are you going to
crystal
throw a
goblet.
pie at somebody, Woody?
Is that holy water? Has that been blessed? What is that?
A holy hand grenade.
In the car. It goes in the car.
Just
But
get that fucking.
I put the Grand Gala in there so that it would play music. It would play music every time I took a drink.
Great. Yep. When I was selling titty milk a couple years ago, I used Squarespace. We sold so much fucking titty milk. I made, I think, 800.
Tilk. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Tilk.
Well, what's that? Titty milk?
Yeah. We so basically I hired 8 attractive women, and you were able to. They were all lactating, and they had been working in. There's a whole business model where women sell their breast milk to women who can't provide.
Sure.
Kind of like
Baby.
Mad Max.
But
Yeah.
and they get paid pretty well. But I was
Exactly like that.
like,
Yeah.
but with my
But you
knowledge
did
of-
this?
Yeah. But I knew that like there was definitely a market for human breast milk that
Yeah.
didn't involve babies at all.
It's
And-
better
and
than
if you-
regular breast milk. It's sweeter.
And if you found attractive women to
Father.
sort of model their breast milk, I knew that it would really take off. So basically, found 8 really hot women, a hot redhead, a hot blonde, a black chick, and you could buy Teresa's breast milk or Rebecca's breast milk or Jenny's breast
Elena.
milk, and we call us Elena. Yeah. Oh, I'd suck the breast
Oh.
milk.
Oh, and she's able to contribute to the business now.
I
Would
wanted
you
to
look at
just
that?
like that scene from
God.
fucking Color Purple, where they're like, yeah, and they're milking her, and she's crying, and there's this breast milk spraying everywhere. And
What movie is this? I've never heard of
The
it.
color.
Did you have like a guy to kind of round, like a token guy to round it out?
No,
Yeah,
that's
that was me.
Taylor.
It's, but yeah,
I made my own milk. Smaller quantities, but more potent. Yeah.
I sold over
teats.
Spicy.
I sold over $800,000 worth of breast milk over the course of maybe a year and a half. It was very, very nice venture. Ended up selling the company to Nabisco. Made a bundle.
Oh. Wow.
None of that's true.
Yeah.
I have a story.
I got that part at the end.
When Nabisco was like, man, this guy's got the breast milk market on lock. We got to get him involved. Buy it out.
Go on Shark Tank with that thing. Hey, look, everybody. Mark Cuban, I know you like titty milk. You seem like a titty milk kind of guy. This is the ultimate maverick disruptor in milk.
You know what I dislike about Shark Tank, which I haven't watched that much, but I did watch. I watched YouTube clips of it before, and I actually spent some time looking up the net worth of all the panelists, and all but one of them is pathetic. Like Mark Cuban is the only kind of dude. Is the only guy on there who can be like, yeah, here's 10 mil, take it, do something. He's the only one. The rest of them, it's like really influential people who are worth like 50 million to 100 million, like maybe a quarter bill at the most.
That's
like
man.
That's pretty high, but you're not. But they're grouping them up there with Mark Cuban, and so you're assuming these are all billionaire titans. Yeah. It's like, what? This guy's a fashion mogul, and he has $60 million to his name. That's impressive, but not enough to be on a show about it. That's why they're sitting. That's why Mr. Wonderful is sitting there going, I don't know if I can invest in this. No shit, dude. You're not. Your own businesses aren't doing that well. Like, and anyway. That's not very topical.
A lot of times I just need a couple $100,000 or $100,000. I've watched a lot of that show. Whenever I hang out with Chiz, he likes to watch that show, and I'm not that big of a fan of it, but I've seen a bunch of it. It's pretty cool. I like seeing the ones who do really well, like Ring, the doorbell company, the video doorbell thing.
They sponsored us. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that started on that show.
Huh.
Yeah.
I just like that it exists.
Yeah,
like, I like seeing people do presentations. I don't know what, like
see our
trying
conspiracy
to sell.
Episode.
Wait, what?
I put a presentation together about how the plane in Pennsylvania in 9/11 was shot down by the U.S. government. And
so
PowerPoint.
The explanation to Dick, we did a bit about conspiracy theories where we would bring in a conspiracy theory and not be like, and supposedly this, and supposedly, like, we would present it as fact, like the way a conspiracy theorist would actually do it.
Yeah.
And it was a resounding success. Kyle did the Holocaust. Woody did.
Happen.
Kyle did the Holocaust.
That was satisfying.
It was exaggerated. Woody, you did a flight. What number? The flight that ran into the Pentagon or some shit. That Woody's point was that they shot down Flight 92 or 97, whatever it was. And then mine was that all these gas attacks from Assad are a false flag to get us embroiled in yet another Middle Eastern conflict that doesn't benefit us. And at the end of it, I don't feel like I'd learned anything.
Nope, not a damn thing. Not a damn thing.
I love the flat Earth guys for only this reason. Like they put together these endless presentations on like their flawed research and their idiotic concepts, but like even just presenting the idea to a normal person will make them have a seizure in like an autistic screeching seizure in front of you.
See, that's the point, though, man.
That's why it's fun.
No, see, here's the thing about the flat Earth thing, and I've done a lot of research on this, and they're trolls. Yeah, I really have.
Yeah, it's totally trolls. Yeah. Nobody believes that shit.
No. Some people believe it, but the vast majority are absolutely trolls, and they're just messing with you because they want you to be like, and then start like proving your point.
Yeah,
because they're sitting over there.
Because they can't explain it. Like a regular person cannot explain why they're wrong, and they just get so fucking angry that they can't do it. I love it.
Yeah, I just don't get, like, why is every other planet round?
Yeah, right. I've seen them talk about that. They're like, well, yeah, well, Mars is definitely round. Yeah, it is for sure. Just not Earth. We're flat.
But we're this fun disc with like ice caps that surround the outside.
only
You can't
one.
go past the ice cap wall. It's like, well, we've done that, and you end up back somewhere else on the other side of the world. I do think they're all trolls.
Yeah, mostly.
Okay, 95% trolls. Maybe 1 in 20
I
actually.
think it's a core troll with like an idiot frosting on the outside.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
and the
where
idiot
most hilarious
frostings are the
communities
same
come
idiots who like buy into everything.
Yeah.
Who's the basketball player that believed in flat Earth? Was it Kyrie Irving, something like that? Mixing them up?
Wow, a basketball
Meta
player
World
bought
Peace?
into it. Man.
Casual racism. Have a drink.
Yeah, nobody should give a fuck what athletes think about things.
Kyrie Irving, I had it right.
Fuck,
That's what I kind of like about the NHL is that so few of the good players can speak English. They don't pollute discourse with their nonsense. Like they'll be like, "How do you think you did tonight, Sergey?" Like, it was a good game, mostly. Also bad when they score. And it's like, "Thanks, Sergey. You get back to the locker room." Like, I enjoy that.
I enjoy the candor I get from foreigners. What do you call anyone not from America? Let's go with foreigners.
Just foreigners.
Yeah, that's not Woody. That's
Subhuman.
not offensive. It's you can say people
Invader.
are foreigners.
I guess they are. I don't know.
No, you could just call them soon-to-be Americans.
They're
apparently.
differently American people.
Differently American.
Yeah, I watch these things and they just tell a certain truth about like their highs and lows that Americans might gloss over, and I enjoy that about foreigners in general.
All right. Yeah. So
I got a topic
many-
too. Oh,
how many shots are we in?
Uh-oh.
I thought you were counting.
Is it 3 or 4? I think
got
it's
my
4.
little list.
one of those.
Well, this was 3. I'm gonna finish this, and that'll put me at like 7, I think. And
No,
then
you're at 6.
oh, we've only done 3 as a group.
Correct.
All right. Well, let me finish these.
You've got that Captain Jack Sparrow pointing. Everything is a pointer vibe going on. That's a key stage of the liquor, where no matter what you're holding in your hand, it is something to point with.
I don't know if it's Dick's experience with alcohol, but every time you mention it, like your little alcohol truths on your show, I'm like, oh, he's so right.
I could talk forever about alcohol.
You're Alka smart. You have
Is that your
you're a
drug of
subject matter
choice?
expert.
Or
I got
are you
some,
moving to pot because you were saying you're going to pills and things
No,
like
that's
that?
well,
Like,
that's
are you transitioning,
we were
or is it
we were talking
supplemental?
about the legalization of marijuana, and it has taken the legalization of marijuana has taken my drinking from a raging alcoholism problem to like a minor inconvenience, because I'll hit like an oil vape pen or whatever, and I'll be totally fine for hours, and that bug to just pound liquor goes away or is lessened. It's the damnedest fucking thing. Legalizing weed in California has increased my health, heart health, liver health, brain health, like overall liquor health by an incredible amount.
Are you noticing like weight loss and like better fitness shit too?
Well, no, because I get high and I eat 2 bags of chips.
Fair enough.
No, and a salami.
I
Well, but
I
go ahead, Kyle.
I have a video to watch.
Everybody's got a drink. We're watching a video,
We have to do that.
and you guys are like taking shots. Like I have this written
Dude.
down as a drink. Like take drinks of your mixed drink. That's what this is meant to be. Like take.
Wait, Kyle, hold that up, because we started with a new bottle, you and me. I
Yep.
think you're a little ahead of me.
Yeah,
Right?
man.
Yeah. All right.
Am I
All right,
am I
hot
that
shot.
behind Kyle?
Well, there were 3 in the mixed drink, and then I've like kept pace with you on the shots. So
We're gonna
yeah.
measure. We're gonna pour out the remainder when we're done into like a measuring cup and see who wins.
We're not doing any kind of measure. Last time we did a drinking episode, that one we were watching a clip from, I got so drunk, and I have shit to do on Friday mornings. I
What do you
got
have to
so
do?
drunk, I work.
Work.
He
and
has a real
I
job.
I fell asleep without my retainer in, and I chipped a fucking tooth. I was so drunk.
Oh, you're
I
a
woke-
grinder? Are you a
dude,
grinder?
dude?
Big
if-
time?
If you were to
What is
my dentist has told me, and he's like
Oh
a-
my
yeah,
God,
Woody.
Woody.
I don't.
Guys, like
my
I
last
told
3
you.
drinking, like that's 3 times I've drank have all been drinking episodes. I don't drink at all ever. That's not my thing. I'm like a 16-year-old girl on this show.
I grind so bad. My dentist told me. My dentist is like 60. He's seen some mouths. He goes, he was a dentist in Vietnam. So his explanation. He's like, all right. So for every about 50 years a human is alive, you'll grind down about 1 millimeter of tooth. You're 27. And there are 2.5 millimeters ground down on your molars, which means you have the molars of a 125-year-old. And I was like, well, that doesn't sound good, and it also sounds expensive. And he's like, right on both counts, sir. And so, like, they rebuilt all this shit and got my bite better, which I don't grind as bad anymore, but I still do. But he also told me, he was like, do you feel these muscles here? These masseter muscles, like what you use to chew? You have the largest masseter muscles I've ever seen on anyone. Like, your bite force is nearing crocodile. Give me a piece of bamboo, bite right through it, no problem. My teeth, like my jaw, you don't want to put a finger in my mouth.
I don't think I've ever full on shit my pants.
The last time I came really close was. It actually ties into a different story because my friends and I, freshman year in our dorm, we had a beard growing contest, and I won. And it was, we shaved
Freshman
all
year of high
together
school,
in the
by the
bathroom. Freshman year of college, asshole. And I shaved it down to a mustache because that was funny. And then my friend said, you should go to class with a mustache. And I was like, that's also funny. But when you don't realize that funniness becomes not funny about 200 yards from your dorm, when people are like, who the fuck is this guy walking around with a mustache on the way to class? And you can only sit there in class for a mustache before people start giving you looks. And this class was the closest one to my dorm. It was like maybe 300 yards. And I got there. I was sitting there with my mustache, got some looks, and felt uncomfortable. But more than the uncomfortable, I got that gurgling. That in the lower part of my stomach, that like showing that action was soon to come. And so I got up early, left the class, and I was like, I only live 300 yards from here. I can have a very comfortable shit in my own place as opposed to a less comfortable one with the worst toilet paper here. And so I'm like, I'm gonna quick walk it back. I can't run, or I'm gonna shit myself. So I got a quick walk.
The shit promenade. Where you put your arms like a duck. Ooh. Where you walk like a golden girl.
The high-shouldered thing where you're like trying to keep it together. I was high-shouldered walking back there, and about 150 yards into it, I go, oh my God, I'm going to shit my pants. And there are hundreds of people around because I went to Mizzou. There's like 40,000 people that go to that university. And I made it back to my dorm, almost about to shit myself. I remember this vividly. Taking my card and missing the slot to get into the building because I was shaking because I had to poop so bad. I got through into the building. I ran to my room, and as I was sliding it into the key card into my room, I felt something come out. I felt I felt a couple nuggets start to tumble, and so I opened it, sprinted in, and shit. And I was so paranoid that there were shit nuggets like a rabbit trail to where I was. Thank God I got up and there was nothing.
Isn't that the most satisfying shit? Isn't it? It's so wonderful to get that hot, sweaty shit out when you've just been like a 2-hour drive had to take place between now and when you could shit.
And it was 100% liquid. Have you ever seen when they open dams to release the pressure?
Yeah.
And it's just enormous plumes of it. Yeah, Woody knows what I'm saying.
You gotta flush twice.
Pour the contents of your colon into that bowl. And like there's a lot of splashing and like very, very rarely is a shit hard enough that you can look down 10 seconds later and see waves like a tide simulator in the toilet.
2 years ago, I'm flying my paramotor in this like race around all of Florida. And on the first leg of it, I don't know, I just maybe a little nervous, maybe wasn't feeling my best. Trusted a fart, was not trustworthy, and I lied to myself for a couple minutes, like, yeah, no, that was just a fart. You're cool, Woody. It's not a problem.
You did the poop denial. We've all been there.
Yeah. And then it's like, Why is
Then you gotta check it.
Why does
You
my
gotta
butt
check
feel
it, but
so
checking will be
lubricated?
fucked.
My butt is not normally this lubricated. What could that be? I do recall a questionable fart, and then I ran out of gas in the middle of the sky, in the middle of fucking nowhere. Landed downwind in the cow field, and but I was all by myself. So I took my underwear off. I used it as toilet paper and left it with the cows and continued on with the race.
Yeah, I'll never forget hunting with my dad. And
Wait a minute.
We can't skip past this so quickly.
You landed your plane in a field and then wiped your ass with your underpants and then threw it in a field and left.
Yeah, that I improvise, adapt, and overcome, bitch. That's what you do.
Improvise, adapt, overcome. I've never heard anybody use that as a way to explain away landing in someone else's field, shitting their pants.
it's the Bear Grylls way. Yeah, I remember stumbling upon one of my dad's crazy shits on a hunt one time. Like we were hunting, and we were there in the afternoon, and he had already been there in the morning, and he'd had an emergency shit. And I came upon this mess. And I
There
was
must
just
be
like,
a bear around here.
exactly. I was like, I've got my rifle, and I'm like, I come upon it, and it's like this awful pile of shit, right? And like, I can't tell, but there's something else in there, and what it is his socks. And I'm like, because he didn't wear underwear. He doesn't wear underwear. He goes commando, and I'm just like, oh God.
I know
Dude,
what you
I've
did,
done
Dad.
that before. I've done that before.
No, that's the ultimate, like, hey, that's the ultimate mansplain to your dad. Like, hey, buddy, this is why we wear underwear. Exactly why you're experiencing this. This is why we have it. It's emergency toilet paper.
So
which you clearly
and you
like
guys
that.
aren't using your socks. The socks are the true emergency toilet paper. Like I have, like, with my ex, I was out there with her and her dad shooting once in a very hilly area, and there aren't any trees around. It was just a hilly desert area, and there's a large sloping hill, and we were on one side of it, and I was like, if I don't make a decision right now, I'm gonna shit my pants. And we are 40 miles from the closest toilet, and so I was like, told them, I'm gonna go over that hill. Do not come to the apex of that hill. Do not follow me. Do not come for me. Let me go. And they were like, okay. And so I went over the hill and squatted, and thankfully took my socks off beforehand and poured out the most vile, liquidy shit into the environment there. Some terrible, like some deformed hedgehogs or something are coming out of it now. And I took my socks, you put them over your hand, you give it a wipe, and then you invert the sock over the shit, and then you leave it in the wilderness.
Sure.
That's the move when you have to shit.
I didn't get away with my poop in the cow thing. Like,
wait, why?
well, so first I carried my paramotor out and left my wing behind. And there was this woman who was kind of like my partner in this race, and she walked back with me to get the wing. That we got away with, actually, because the underwear, it's not like I threw it 300 yards away. I didn't carry it to some. I thought I was already in a desolate area that no one was going to revisit for 3 years or something. Just,
What kind of underwear?
You thought you were solid.
they were boxers by Jockey or something.
Damn.
I don't know.
What color?
Black.
Yeah.
So anyway, we go out, we get the wing.
Good
and
quality.
I'm like,
quality hiding poop.
this girl's not going to see this underwear sitting like 15 feet from us, like I'm going to get away with this. And I do, right? We get the wing, we bring it back. Like, I don't know, 30 minutes later, we realize we left a tent there. And it's such a long walk. I'm briefly hoping they're like, fuck it.
No.
But that's not how it went down. We went back and we got the tent. And she's like, what is that over there? And I'm like, that's nothing.
That is not the shit you were looking at.
Cow shit. It's cow shit.
That's even
Cow
the second
shit.
thing I was
That
like,
cow shit on
I
someone's
didn't know
underpants.
bears ate spinach and corn.
and then I did. I told her. She's like, no, right there. And I was like, I think it's a cow patty, right? But we're only like 8 feet from it. You can see what it is.
Cow patty.
Is it still wet? Is it still shitty?
No, I don't. I think it just looks like a pile of underwear at this point. Like you can't. Like
Oh, your underwear is there.
that's what we're looking at. Yeah, we're looking at the underwear.
Must be some kind of fucking hobo loose in this region, shitting in his
Yeah,
underpants.
so she's like,
it says Woody on the underpants.
that's what I came to me. Because we weren't that far away. The tent was like 8 feet from the soiled underwear. And I'm like, all right, that's my underwear. I trusted a fart I shouldn't have. I just had to completely come clean.
Oh no, you have to deny it till the end.
Yeah.
It's not the way.
Deny.
You're
They're
probably right.
They're not gonna send that shit to 23andMe and indict you on this. Just deny. Did you shit your pants, Woody? Aren't you the only? Hey, everybody, show the band of your underwear to show that you didn't shit.
Yeah, I got totally busted on that one.
I shit in the mid. I've told this before.
What
so
did
I'll
they
tell it
say?
quickly. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, what she was understanding, I guess. And once she found out what it was, she just kind of moved on to the new topic.
I shit outdoors in the St. Louis Botanical Gardens on a senior year of high school trip, and that's like where people get married and like really nice places. And I had to poop so bad, and the only bathroom I could find was under like literal construction, not like some Hispanic dude in there cleaning it, like literal construction that you couldn't use it. And so I went in the middle of a huge crowd. I could hear the concert music playing as I went under a large willow tree, and I thought that the willow branches were enough coverage, and I shit my brains out under a willow tree 30 yards from crowds of people watching a concert. And I used my own underwear to wipe, and when I left there, realizing that nobody saw me, I felt like James Bond. I felt so cool. Like I figured someone would catch me, and nobody did. Like, people aren't on the lookout for public shitters.
Do you guys know the story about when I shit in my dad's underpants?
I would love to hear it.
It's like a meme from my show. My dad lent me some of his underpants when I was over at my parents' house. I was swimming, and I went swimming in my underpants or my shorts or whatever. And so when I came back in the house, my dad gave me some of his underwear. And late at night, I felt the poop fairy come on and give me a little flutter on the poop flute. And I ran into the bathroom. I was like, fuck, I shit on my dad's underwear. God damn it. I'll take him home. I'll clean him or something like that. I'll figure it out. I never did. I just threw him in with the wash. But I told the story on the podcast that my dad listens to. So my dad and my mom are going on a trip as they're listening to the podcast where I'm talking about when I shit in my dad's underwear. And he's like, well, what? That's son of a bitch. Which underwear was it? So is this like all of a sudden he starts getting that paranoid feeling of I can feel that there's something wrong with this underwear. So he tears through all of his luggage and it starts throwing away any underwear that he might think was the pair of underwear that I shit in. Yeah, that I ruined. And I never told it on the show at the time that I hadn't put it back because I re-borrowed the underwear. But
I actually have my poop landing on camera. Can we watch it?
On camera? Landing?
Yeah, I don't know. I just thought it'd be fun to show. Now you can watch this again, knowing that
I'm paused at 12:58.
Yeah, I timestamped it there. We'll watch it for maybe 30 seconds, and you can see the landing. Are you guys ready?
Yep.
Ready, set, play. It ran for like 5 seconds. So at this point, I decide that making it over the trees is too risky, and I'm going to land
right now,
with
you
a
have to
tailwind. I already pooped
up high here,
at this
didn't
point.
see that fast as I get in close.
The poop is out.
Listen.
Holy shit, this is fast.
That's it.
There is no worse feeling than having to take a shit and not being able to.
Yeah.
There's no worse feeling on earth.
Yep.
Like holding a piss, no big deal. I can do that for hours. Holding a shit, like it's always uncomfortable.
So this is a misrepresentation of where I actually am.
Taylor, we're not.
Oh my
You're just
God,
muted.
Kyle, are you fucking serious?
It's only there because I made this drink.
Thank you, buddy.
Jesus
so there's three more
Christ.
shot. There's three more shots in here. Just like
I
the
think
last
there's a
one.
fourth of a bottle in there. Are you gonna finish all that?
I'm going to finish all of this for sure because this is fucking tasty as shit. So I've got two different kinds of Bloody Mary mix. For those who like Bloody Marys, they told me Zing Zang was delicious, but it's not. It's not good at all. That first Bloody Mary I drank was disgusting. But I have some more mix in the fridge that I went and got called like Charleston or something. And it's really spicy. I took a lot of antacids in before the show to prepare for this drink, and it's just delicious.
Man, the process of a Bloody Mary, like a good Bloody Mary, is.
I put too much vodka in there.
Yeah.
My head's
The process of making a good Bloody Mary is like it legitimizes the previous night's drunkery.
legitimizes. What? Explain.
Because you can wake up and you can pretend that you're like an apothecary as you're assembling this Bloody Mary, and there's a certain amount of artistry involved. Like it feels like you're painting a painting. It feels like you're painting liquor with the Bloody Mary. That's how it legitimizes. Like you feel like a professional somehow.
I just realized you have a passion for this, right?
What
Like,
do I do?
When I get
Yes.
into my hobbies, I get into my hobbies in a way that most people don't understand.
Yeah.
This is you with alcohol.
Yeah, I really do. I could talk about it all day. I love every part of it. Alcohol.
Do you have
look,
a solution for tight
Are you,
headsetness and drinking?
sorry.
Are
say
you
that again?
are you a beer guy ever, or are you
No,
always
no,
hard alcohol?
No, you guys, you have to understand. Alcohol is the reason we have law. The first laws that we had, in Babylonia, was saying who got how much liquor. Like alcohol is the only reason that us as a species exists. That's my.
Are you saying
my
like the
premise.
Code of Hammurabi was
Yes.
because of alcohol?
It's saying the rulers get three rations of alcohol. The priest class gets 2 rations of alcohol. Everybody else gets 1. It's the only reason we can stand each other. And it's the glue that keeps us together. And I absolutely love it. You're right.
I mean, alcohol is a very fun thing, and I think that your take on it, extrapolating it to the nexus of Western civilization, is very true.
A stupid degree.
All right,
So stupid.
Would Gatorade
Don't-
be useful or not useful, Dick?
useful.
Useful,
Um,
drink Gatorade if you have some.
Is it time to drink?
Jesus, Kyle, are you shitting me?
You got to keep in mind with this that 3 shots are in here, like three good ones. So the bottle.
You filled that up again.
I feel like I'm
Right.
doing really well, and every time I hold up this
Thirsty.
bottle, Kyle, yours is significantly lower.
That's
Although
because,
if you remove 3 shots from your trailer, I think you'd be in the same league.
yeah, if you
I
pour
maybe, but I also poured 2 shots in here to
Oh.
add with a drink. So
How you
still
feeling,
ahead.
Woody?
I'm
How you
sweaty
feeling?
and hot and a
All
little
right,
loose
it's
with the
time
tongue.
for it's time for another shot, my friends. Time for another.
I like
shot.
to have. I'm like the little Bo Peep of drinking. Like I want to have all my men gathered around and feeling like they can drink without shame.
Of
How you
course,
feeling,
there's
man?
no shame for your masculinity here, Dick. You're in a safe space.
I spill every time I pour.
Kyle keeps the shot glass in his mouth as he takes it. God, you're like a fucking 19-year-old girl. God, I'm gonna regret this shit.
Tito's is smooth.
Oh,
You got to wake up
It's
and
not-
work,
it's
man.
God damn, I
right?
wish Tito's
Taylor?
was a fucking sponsor.
Yeah,
it really is smooth.
I gotta see. This is how every drinking episode goes. I'll get
Yeah?
complaints from Woody
Woody's
and Kyle.
drinking out of a
of, like,
crystal
man.
water glass.
oh man, this is really rough.
It's the weirdest
then, like-
fucking thing I've ever
they
seen. in
always
my
tell me
life.
every episode, every drinking episode, I do something very wrong. I don't really drink. I don't know that it's wrong.
You're drinking out of a brick that's like a crystal water
I didn't
glass.
know you couldn't
man.
do that. I thought it just held liquid, and I guess you're not supposed to have model Rolls Royces that play music when you drink. Like,
That's a little bizarre.
it's
Very strange.
it's cool as fuck though.
I'm on board with it.
Oh.
Whatever, you know.
I'll
Well, I
show
don't
you
even know what
guys
the fuck
too.
you're talking about. Rip her to smithereens. Just eat her.
They were
Do you know
being
how
brave.
long she would feed a pack of dogs?
The entire winter.
My
and there
God.
are fatter chicks with bigger tits than that.
All
That's
right.
all I want to say.
All right.
If they find a Tess,
God, I hate
to
fat
hunt
people.
down. You hate fat people. Why is that?
Okay.
I don't know.
Can we-
It's just no self control. They're just so slovenly, right? And they just don't see the stopping point, right? Like when I get a little chubby, I'm like, oh shit,
open up the new
I'm
link.
chubby.
Scroll down a little until you get to the giant picture of her in a chair.
Yeah,
I hardly
Oh.
understand what's going on with the bottom of her legs.
that's photoshopped.
Dude, what is happening? You're right. Like
I'm
that-
very
that
confused.
pussy
It's 8 inches wide.
Yeah,
They
first of all,
photoshopped out 9 pounds of calves. For this.
She looks like a tombstone.
Look at her fat fucking hands. She can't even have her hands like this without them
if
wrinkling.
there's anyone
look
on
like-
earth whose thighs touch, it's this woman here.
She looks like a burrowing creature with those hands.
Dude, she's a fucking monster, and the promotion to try and make this realistic is disgusting. Like the push for obesity to be no, you know what body acceptance is for? It's for people who have had limbs blown off in Iraq or Afghanistan. It's for people who have
Burns.
debilitating diseases that they can't overcome. That's body acceptance.
I
Someone
wish
who
that-
has a
I wish
real
someone would-
disability. This is a big fat fuck who can't control their impulses and eats like a fucking monster all the time.
I'll tell
and
you
still
what.
goes back to her little inculcated community. Oh, you're so beautiful. You're so beautiful. If I call you beautiful, that rationalizes my own tendency to overeat. No, you're a fucking monster. You're degenerate, and you should feel bad about this.
I want to hunt her like in the most dangerous game.
Yeah.
I want to hunt
Dude,
her down with a crossbow.
no, I can't think. You're wrong because I can't think of something more boring to hunt. She's gonna lay down and blog
No, man,
2
I want
minutes
to
into the
wrestle
hunt.
her. I want to legit wrestle her for money. I want to wrestle this bitch. I want to pin her. I want to fucking suplex her. I want
please.
her to. I want her to be trained.
It'd be more
and come at-
difficult to wrestle the ear of corn off the stalk. This woman
I
is
want-
easy prey.
Dick,
Am I the only
if
one
this
who
woman
doesn't look at her as a
if this
human
woman
being?
got control over you, she's too big. She'll just fall down. Like
If
I know
she-
you're a
look,
strong
if
guy.
she pins me, she could marry me. I want Trump to
Look
put
at
up
her face.
I want.
Look at her face on that big picture. Imagine it thinned out. If she was a size 3, I think she'd be above average looking.
She
Yeah.
would be very pretty. But like,
Yeah.
imagine if this woman put you in a self-defense situation.
I'd
Like
love that.
she's attacking you. You got
I'd
to
fuck
defend
my
yourself.
way out of it, man. I'd fuck every crevice she's got. No
You'd,
big
you'd
deal.
fuck any
Every
crevice.
crevice? You have some
Yes,
more
every
stamina than
single
me. When you're 45, that's not an option anymore.
No, every
You get
chin.
to pick one and max 2 crevices.
Three.
Fuck.
Boom, bang, bang. How many ever labias she's got? I'd fuck every single one
Help
of
me
them.
understand. Do you need to fuck every crevice to completion? Because I'm counting 8, 9, 10 crevices in this thing.
Dude, when
No,
you
not-
hey,
not
wait, go back to that picture that you linked
All right.
and
all right.
look at her thighs, the bottom of her thighs,
Yeah.
and how they hang like
It's
3 inches
confusing.
below her pussy.
That's the fucking stink zone. I think.
Can you imagine what it smells
That's
like?
where you're landing in your paratrooper. Woody, what were you flying?
A
What do you call
paramotor.
it?
Yeah, yeah.
smells like
Paramotor.
hot
That's
no,
what
dog
I'm
it smells
saying.
like a fucking Tuskegee
Fucking
fish
stink
market.
zone.
Dude,
Right?
I've seen a lot of meth addicts at gas stations because I live in Missouri,
Yeah.
and at no point have I thought, man, that guy's got a great bod. He should do a photo shoot. Like, no, you shouldn't give people photo shoots who have clear and evident addictions that they will promote to other people. If I were addicted to crack, which I'm clearly not because I'm still fat, like you wouldn't promote that to people. This is degeneracy of the highest order.
Hey, they're selling magazines, man. What do you want? This is the new blood sport for women. It's like guys, you have boxing, who can get juiced up and ramped up and beat the fuck out of each other. Women have who can beat the biggest bloated cow and still get on the cover of Cosmo.
But ironically, you know who hates that kind of model of women more than anyone? Are fit, health-conscious women. They're like, this is retarded. This
Yeah.
is ridiculous. I work hard to maintain my fitness, and when they promote this degeneracy and nonsense, It's actively damaging. It's telling fat people, you do you, man. Hey, fuck the fact you're going to die 50 years earlier. Fuck the fact that your heart is unhealthy.
Taylor, would you rather be 120 pounds overweight or look like Casey Neistat?
Am I allowed to lose the weight, or do I have to stay that way?
You can lose the weight.
I'd rather be 120 pounds overweight.
Yeah, Woody, that was funny.
Yeah, I would definitely go for the 120 pounds heavier, and I would just lose it.
Me too.
Because if you made me, like if you made Kyle, me, Woody, Dick, any of us 120 pounds heavier, we would naturally lose the weight because we're used to eating the level we have now.
How much would you charge per pound lost? Like, if I could just transfer 15 pounds of fat on you, what would that cost? 15,000?
No, not even that. Like, dude, I lost 20 pounds
15
last
pounds
month.
of fat, I would take 15,000 for sure.
Really?
Absolutely.
Question.
Oh, you really overpaid on that because I'd have taken that for 1,500. I lost 20 pounds last month.
Don't listen to Kyle. It's a shitty dealership. Listen to me. No, 15,000, 1,000 a pound. It's a fair rate. I could lose that. Like, look at the way Kyle loses weight. Like, Kyle has a borderline eating disorder with the way he loses weight. Like, I'm sure Dick isn't familiar, but Kyle will get a little heavy, and then the way he loses weight is he'll eat like 600 calories a day for 3 weeks and totally emaciate himself.
Yeah. I'm in the process of doing that now.
Do you work out? Do you have like a body
No,
dysmorphic
he does not
disorder
work
thing?
out. He just cuts weight.
Yeah, I just cut weight. I just stop eating. I eat one meal a day, and I eat a very small meal that day. And some days I skip the day. I skip eating at all.
Eat?
Yeah.
I usually eat at midnight. I wait till midnight because I feel like that's a whatever. That's just when it happens. I wait until midnight.
That's when you eat. Yeah, I don't know. It just makes perfect sense. You starve yourself all day. You kick off every midnight with some food.
Yeah.
Yeah, but well, midnight comes around and I'm like, oh, I get to make my turkey sandwich on like whole wheat bread.
You have your own Ramadan.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been doing that for about a month and a week or something like that now, and I've lost 25 pounds roughly, something like that. And I've still got some more to go. I'm gonna go until I'm like 170, high 170s, and then I'm gonna go back into my normal eating schedule, which is just awful. I love to eat. Yeah. Food is my favorite thing.
Kyle, if we're ever gonna have a fight,
do you work out?
Stick around.
Do you work out though? No, serious question. Do you work out? Do you lift weights?
Not lately. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I'll get in a kick where I lift weights for like 3-4 months at a time, and I get fairly big and fairly strong, and then I just stop. I don't have
know.
my gym.
I want to see you like juiced out like Carrot Top. Like I
don't
want to
have
see
my
Kyle,
shit here.
like
I've got I own a full
Top
gym.
is shredded.
Yeah.
I own
need
a full
to get on
gym.
steroids.
I've got a squat rack, and I've got a full machine, and I've got bench presses, and I've got a ton of free weights, but they're not here with me right now. They're in storage right now. I keep meaning to like move them here, but I just haven't. But
I don't know why. Like I think that like you and I are kind of I don't know, the same height and the same like.
Are you
How
tall?
tall are you,
Like,
Nick?
how tall are you?
6 foot.
Kyle's a little taller, but
Yeah.
2, 3.
All right,
What
so
are
you're
Kyle?
the same as me. How much do you weigh, Dick?
Oh God. Probably
Why?
like
Just tell the
210.
truth. 200.
210.
I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe more.
you don't have
Maybe
a
we
scale?
should set up.
I think you could like Kyle. I think you could just like bulk up and look like a fucking monster, and then it would be awesome. And then you could start. But like then you'd be like the enforcer of PKA, and people would suddenly be like, "What's up, Keemstar? I'm fucking Kyle PKA, and I'll fucking end you." Like it's so addicting.
I'm cool
to
with
lift
Keemstar.
weights.
Like I don't have any. I don't really have any issues with anybody. Everybody's always cool with me, and so like I kind of I'm always cool with them. If anybody's the enforcer though, it's probably Taylor. Taylor's been been working out for a year and a half now. Taylor, I don't know if you could tell, but Taylor is fucking big. Taylor's a big boy over there.
Jacked.
Take
I'm
your
a
shirt
very
off.
like I have
Take
a
your clothes
wide,
off.
Yeah, take your shirt
wide
off, Taylor.
build.
Take your shirt off. Taylor.
Give us a flex. Give us a
Give
flex.
us a flex. Look at
Give
those
us-
fucking arms. Look at the thread. The
Right?
thread of taking the shirt off. Look at the
Right?
fucking size of him. Look at that.
I
Yeah.
expected the shirt to go
I'm
boom.
thinking-
He
my
nearly
pants off.
busted the seams on that short
I'm
sleeve.
pretty big in that like I look fucking. I got down to 170 a couple years ago, and I look fucking weird.
Do you still keep up with him?
He just had another child.
3?
3 of his own loins, and at least 1 from the previous marriage. So he's got himself 4 under that little roof.
But he's doing well, isn't he?
Well, I believe that, America, they get a ton of government assistance. I think each child is like a part-time job worth of income. So every time they ship one out over there, they it's like getting a raise. It's like, Daddy got a promotion.
Don't you get fucking livid when you realize how much of the taxes you're paying
Dude, I was livid
because
the first
people
one.
can't take up their own kids?
Yeah, I was livid on the first kid he had. I was like, whoa, you shouldn't be allowed to procreate. And then he had a second and a third, and now he's got a whole fucking troop of little Jeremys over there.
What
all
can you
like
do with 4 kids? Not
I mean,
much. He needs 1 more to play basketball.
Teach him to farm.
Yeah.
I would think. Like, that's what
fucking
you have to do.
low-income retarded children. Those kids are gonna be so goddamn dumb. He's literally like. I like Jeremy. I guess I'll just stop. He's just a fucking moron. He shouldn't be allowed to procreate.
Speaking of high-income, clever children, I think Eddie Murphy just had his 12th kid.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. Like a whole bunch of different wives, I think.
Dude, if
I mean,
you want to
Woody,
go,
you gotta crank them out, man.
If you wanna
crank
go-
out 10, 12 kids.
you got to crank them out. If you want to go to a sad place on the internet, go to the Reddit called Child Free, and it's a bunch of
Oh yeah.
late 30s women trying to convince themselves that life has more to offer. Like, that's all that it is. It's a bunch of late 30s women being like, I don't need kids. I'm just a wine ant. It's like, no, you're not. You're going to be miserable in a few years, realizing that you never had children and that your life is nothing.
Eddie Murphy has 10 kids. Well, he has 9 with his 10th on the way. And his current wife, baby mama person is fucking smoking. Here.
No shit. It's fucking Eddie Murphy. He's got all that...
Shrek money.
Yeah, that Shrek money.
I hear you. Look at this woman. You have to scroll down a little bit to get a proper picture of her. Or at the top, there's a video playing. She's gorgeous.
No, she's fantastic,
Whoa.
and she's actually taller than him.
Yeah, I bet she was a model or something. Like, I'm guessing that's how he. I bet he just looked at like Cosmo and like a catalog and picked out his favorite.
It's a chair model.
Good for him. I'm proud of Eddie Murphy for that.
10 kids.
I thought it was gay.
His pullout game is so fucking weak. He can't get out of a driveway. That's a good joke. You guys just can't tell.
Woody tells a bad joke. Drink.
All right, drink. What do you tell us a bad joke?
I don't really want to.
Kyle, I want to come back to reality for a second. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty bad, man. I'm feeling pretty bad. I'm feeling pretty
Why?
low.
You're
Where in
feeling
the liquor
pretty-
are you? Where in
Yeah,
the liquor?
where in the
fucking
liquor-
abyss?
You're
Where in the
feeling
liquor
pretty
abyss are
drunk.
you?
Right?
You're feeling
I'm-
like you're all alone.
I'm feeling really, really fucked up. I feel like I'm gonna vomit tonight.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
good.
And
That's
I feel
good.
like the night is ruined.
That's good.
Like I feel like after this show, like there's gonna be no like fun to be had. Like I was watching Sopranos earlier today. I was rewatching that. I started from season 1, and I was thinking about playing that new video game Scum, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to do any of that shit after this show. I think I'm just gonna pass out.
See, the
do
like
it.
the
You can do
sad
it.
thing about post drinking episodes is they don't see what we do after this. They don't see me sit on my couch and realize I'm fucking wasted and it's 11:45 p.m. on a weeknight.
Did I take the
Like
only drink?
they don't see that.
Yeah.
No,
Woody
you did
took
not
shots,
take your drink.
so-
You're due, Woody.
No, I
took one.
just took a drink. I said that. Was I the
I know.
only one? Oh,
I'm teasing. Yeah.
well, that was successful because I didn't get it.
No, you're doing fantastic. It's all good. I can't believe Kyle. Kyle, can you hold up that bottle?
Keep in mind, there's 3 shots in the Bloody Mary, but we're pretty much through the bottle.
Is that a fifth? I don't know. Like again, I don't know.
Yeah, a fifth is like 750 milliliters.
Is that what
Yeah.
that is, Kyle?
Yeah. Isn't that right?
Fucking guy. Kyle's he's down to an entire bottle. Oh
I've
my
got-
god.
That much left. And I'm fucking drunk.
I don't even taste it anymore.
I can't believe that you. When I.
No, what do you
proposed
guys
the
want to
idea-
let loose on? No, honestly, what do you want to let loose on your drunk episode where you can just check back on it and it's like, we were shit faced. Fuck it, right?
What do we want to check in on? Let me.
What do you
think.
want to let loose on?
Let loose on? Okay.
Paramotors are fucking awesome, and you guys shouldn't make me feel bad about it. They're
Hold on,
really-
Woody, paramotors. Hold on. Paramotors are where it's at, man.
I ran into
Right?
the sky today, turned off the motor,
Right?
and just thermaled higher and higher to the clouds. And I was thinking about it. I'm like, why do they make me feel bad about this? This is incredible.
Look at Kyle's face right now. he's so fucking wasted.
No, it's good.
Kyle is doing his damnedest to keep it together for the show, but he is fucking wasted.
It's so stupid.
Like my thing, like what I would want to let go of.
That's
like,
not stupid.
I fucking hate. Like I've been a fat person.
Okay.
I've been a fat person. I know what that's like.
Yeah,
and
but Woody,
fucking
the
hate
paramotors thing.
fat acceptance.
Yeah, they all act like it's dumb. Kyle seems to genuinely think it's dumb, but it's not. It's flying.
silly.
It's not fucking
I don't know
dumb.
why you didn't get a real plane.
They're not as cool. It's like a car versus a motorcycle. You know, one's a dirt bike in the sky, and the other is a car.
You go 35
No,
miles
hold
an
on,
hour.
Kyle.
No,
Make-
chicks-
No.
Chicks
Kyle, make
drive
your point.
Jeeps, men drive motorcycles. That's
It's just-
the fucking.
No, I you like it, so like that's all that matters.
It
You know.
does. Yeah.
But you shouldn't feel bad about it because we think it's silly.
I flew 2 hours today and turned the motor off. It was
Our
incredible.
opinion about your hobby doesn't matter. It's what it does for you. But we think it's rather silly, and that it would have been a better idea to like get like a lease on an airplane. Like
You are
we're
incorrect.
where like five guys
airplanes are
go in on
dumb.
like
I
a
flew an airplane. Oh, you know what? I went skydiving last week. That was kind of neat.
like five guys go in on a Cessna, and you can do fucking barrel rolls. You can fly like from Florida to North Carolina in a couple hours. And you can like pick your buddies up, like, hey, you want to go for you want to fly? Yeah, I'd love to fly. We'll hop in my airplane. We'll have a conversation while we fly across, the southeast.
Yeah.
But instead, you're like 35 miles an hour.
I got tandem certified last week.
Like Casey Neistat.
Oh, now's for the real challenge to find someone who wants to go.
Yeah, that is actually kind of hard.
All right, I got a question from Reddit when I posted it about what we should discuss. A hypothetical. What would you actually do in a purge-like scenario? Like, if you know the purge is real and it's legal, and the purge is tonight, what do you do to keep yourself safe, or maybe to indulge your own fantasy of murdering someone? Like,
There's
what
no
do
time
you
to
do?
prep.
I don't know why you go with murder.
No.
Like, don't you want to do a
assume
little rape?
that you have already prepped. Like, assume it's already in that. What are you gonna do? And you have to assume also with this that there's a offensive idea for you, not just a stay in my home and cower up. Like, you gotta have an idea for what you would do offensively against
I rob
others.
a bank, right? I think I want to go rob there's a bank very close by. I think I want to go up in there and just wipe everyone out and rob the bank, I think.
What up? Yeah. Word.
You'd rob a bank? That would be
Yeah,
a
why
thing?
not?
I wonder how much money's in a bank.
I mean, if you can get in the vault, it depends. If it's a federal bank, they've got a shitload of money. But I bet you're like local, like Wachovia. I mean, they probably got a couple $100,000 in there.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm that worried about it because it's legal that night. I'm like, man, I don't know if it's worth it for $15,000. Well, wait a minute. You're allowed to rob banks that night, so maybe give it a go. The biggest challenge is the other people.
Yeah, of course. Of course, the number one thing would be to rob a bank. Like, who among us hasn't spent hours thinking about, just reconnect the mic, Kyle, you got it. But just who hasn't spent hours thinking about how you'd rob a bank and get away with it? Can you say you haven't? Because I have.
I don't know about hours, but I've definitely thought about it. Like, you go in there, you cover your face, you ask for the money. They have to give it to you. You leave, you change clothes, and just be a different guy. Right? Isn't that the plan?
That's what it would be, I
Yeah.
would assume. But it's so much more multifaceted.
All right, so here's how you rob a bank. All right. So the time to do it is Halloween, right? Everybody's wearing fucking masks. Everybody's carrying bags. You dress up as whatever, fucking a werewolf. You go in, rob the bank. You walk out, change into a cowboy, and you just walk away with your pumpkin bag full of cash.
Right.
Halloween's the
I
time
just
to rob a
blend in
bank.
with all the other 45-year-old men at 2 p.m. dressed as werewolves.
Absolutely. You need a child with you. You take a kid with you, and you're like, I'm taking my little son trick or treating. He's got the money.
No, that's pants on head retarded. And also, we're due for another shot.
I can't be due for another
just
shot.
had a shot.
I just had a shot, and I just feel so ill.
You feel so ill, do you?
I feel like I definitely need to do an advertisement though. Every time I think of one, I feel like it's time to do one. So let me
All
tell
right,
you
go
about
ahead and do that.
time for a shot.
Yeah, yes.
Woody is
Time for a
far too coherent.
Yeah, Woody. You need. I'm saying let's do a double for Woody.
I'm the shiniest. All right, you're probably right.
Almost heaven, West Virginia.
I'll take a giant drink of this. And I'm also tweeting about it. As with all our drinking episodes, I give updates. I say Kyle, fucking hammered, suggesting a shot now. Woody,
I do think it's very fucked
drunk, but courteous.
Right. This whole thing.
Yeah, I wish Tito's was a fucking sponsor. This would be prime time.
Why do I spill every shot?
Unanimous gold medal winner of the World Spirit Competition. Gluten-free, distilled 6 times. Tito's vodka. Smooth. How much do you have left in your bottle, Taylor? Fuck a duck.
Taylor,
This
do you have,
much.
what about that other thing that you said you had poured? Like, do you still have 2 shots in a glass? Or is that done?
Oh yeah, no. I have 2 shots in here.
What is that? Why is that so much fluid? Like,
Sparkling water.
It's that and Polar raspberry lime sparkling water.
can you taste the raspberry, or is it just like a hint of a suggestion of raspberry?
It's a teeny hint of raspberry with alcohol dominating the flavor.
I do not approve of this trend of water that has just a false advertising label.
You know what I'm loving is how clearly exhausted and drunk Dick and Kyle are. Kyle is so drunk he's got fucking sunglasses inverted on his head to try and make it look like he still has his eyes open.
You guys want to fight about this or what?
Yeah,
Me
let's
and Kyle
fight about it.
Me and Kyle fucking fight you guys all day, every day.
I want
Dude,
Taylor
if-
on my
fight
team.
about-
If we did a PKA fight, Kyle versus Dick,
No,
I gotta say, like, how tall are you, Dick?
6 foot. Yeah.
7 foot, 7 or 8 feet tall.
He said 6
All right,
earlier.
Dick is at least 7 feet tall, which
Yeah.
means that Kyle, you got to be quick. Yeah, you got it. Dick versus Kyle would be a good fight. I would honestly right now put my money on Dick because I'm looking at those arms and they look solid. But Dick is also undoubtedly worse in cardio.
But he's Mexican. That means you can hit him all day and
Yeah,
nothing
so
All
happens.
day.
he
You
can
can hit me
he
all
can
day.
tri-
You
he
can
can
hit him
trim
all-
a mean shrub.
No.
But what is he gonna do? in a real fight?
It's like a Mexican thing for people that don't
Yeah.
know this. Like there
Yeah.
are a couple things that Mexicans are really good at.
Uh-huh. Impregnating white broads.
I was
#1.
gonna say enduring heat in
Fat
baseball.
white broads.
Uh-huh.
Enduring heat in baseball, it doesn't bother him somehow, and getting punched in the chin also doesn't bother them somehow.
But
Yeah.
Dick, you're also like all on the build the wall train.
Yeah, well,
Right?
yeah, of course, man.
No, I'm not saying that as a derogatory thing. I am as well. But
yeah.
you
Build that
want
wall.
a wall put up to keep the rest of those Mexicans out.
Yes. Why do you not?
No, I want criminals coming into our country freelance. No, I think it would be great. A wonderful thing. No, of course I'm on the same side as you.
I'm on the other side.
You think that we should
Woody?
allow an open border with Mexico?
Well, you've gone too far. I just don't think a wall is the most efficient way to enforce the border, right?
A moat. What do you think the most efficient way is?
I don't know. I keep hearing about things like drones. I mean, they have drones where they detect movement, the drone goes up, they investigate it. It's cheaper than like 1 trillion tons of concrete.
What if the drone just blew them up on site?
Well, see, there's an issue with that because you might kill innocent deer and stuff.
I don't think there's any deer down here.
Innocent deer and stuff.
What if
You
they're
fucking
what if they're
asshole.
criminal deer?
Well, I'm glad you like my
Innocent
joke.
deer.
Thank you.
What about criminal deer? They're a big problem in the Southwest. I understand. I think
That's a
think
strong
that
counterpoint. Yeah.
I would have no issue with the drones taking out the criminal deer. No, I think a big moat is the answer. I don't know why it has to be a wall. It seems like a moat is the real answer. And
You want us to build a fucking moat?
Wait. No, Kyle's
Moat's
right.
cheaper than a wall.
Kyle's right. We build a big moat, a deep one. We put Panama out of business. That's where people will cross.
Ooh, you talking about making a new canal
A
there?
canal with a
I mean,
series of locks.
I'm pretty sure that we built
Dude,
the
Kyle,
Panama
I
Canal.
agree with you on all this, but that is half past retarded. to want a moat to
Yeah.
protect us?
I don't know
you think
why
a
everybody
moat
acts like
is
the
more
moat has gone
reasonable
out
than
of
a
style.
Exactly.
You ever try crossing a moat? I don't think so.
We need
No,
a
I
we
don't
need a
live
moat
1,000
and
years
1
ago.
billion crocodiles, and we'll be set.
Good point.
No, you don't put crocodiles in there. You put like
And what do you got that's better than crocodiles? Alligators.
I feel like
Fucking
piranha.
No,
rhinoceroses.
I'm on Woody's side.
piranhas.
Fill it with crocodiles. And you keep that moat safe.
You fucked up. You just lost the election, dude. That's it.
You're
Dude,
done.
when
You're going to
Trump
be
gets
walking in the
elected
woods with
again,
Hillary.
it's
All right,
gonna
everybody,
be-
hold up your bottles. Hold up your bottles.
It doesn't do
Woody,
it.
Woody, hold up your bottles. Hold up your fucking spirits of elderberry, you fucking nerd.
I don't.
Hey,
Oh, Tito's.
Dick, turn
What?
yours to the side so we can see.
What do you mean?
We
Over
can't see
here.
through the
Over
fucking
here.
label that you're
Up
holding
here.
up. There we go.
Kyle
Yeah.
is killing that. But Kyle, he started with a full fifth. Did all of it really go into Kyle?
Yeah.
There's
Kyle,
Jesus
you
Christ.
finished that fifth?
Jesus Christ.
Well, there's a little
Kyle.
more in the mixed drink.
Oh,
It's weird. We're talking, and then like out of the blue, Kyle's audio got really good, and he said, "There's a," but it was perfect. There's a. I'm chatty.
look at this fucking guy.
He's gonna kill it. He's gonna end the fifth, and then I'll have a half hour of a non-drinking show.
I have another fifth.
You don't need another fifth, Kyle. I'm a friend. Just
No,
you
Kyle's
won.
doing great.
Congratulations.
All right, let's have another big drink. I honestly thought, Kyle, when you were like, "Oh, I bought a fresh bottle," I was like, "Oh, I'll keep up with him. I'll keep up." I can't fucking believe that you have demolished a whole fifth of vodka in this time. That's insane. That's fucking insane. Dick is agreeing with me through his facial movements. Even if, like, his terrible hair is shown.
Terrible hair. Fuck you, Taylor. What do you mean terrible hair?
All right, Taylor, let's do this.
Fuck
Seriously,
you.
no joke, no bullshit. Stack rank the hair on this panel, best to worst.
Okay. I will, I'll stack rank. Oh, Kyle's going to vomit or something. Kyle, I would put number 1. He has very good hair.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, I would put maybe a tie between you and Dick.
Uh-huh.
Just because, like, Dick's hair,
Thank you.
there's a fucking lot of it.
That is true.
Like, there's a lot of it. So I'd probably
is
go
true.
Kyle, and then you, and then maybe me. I have very thick Italian hair. I have a lot of hair, but I can't compete with Dick's swag.
I
The
might
fact that he grows that hair out, and Just look at the edges of Dick's hair. That's dry hair. That's dry hair that you have not moisturized enough. Let's be fair here, Dick.
Well,
To be honest, I maybe I just like short hair because I put myself on top. Me, and then oddly Dick, Kyle, then Taylor. Now, Taylor, I will say this about your hair. I know I put you last, but back when you wore that cosplay Superman hair, I think you might have won it all.
I may have. If I let my hair get out of control, there will always be like a swoop right here, a little Superman thing.
Yeah, it was the start of the show. Kyle made a joke, said, Taylor's obviously here doing Superman cosplay. You weren't even on the show at the time. It was like, I don't know, 90 or something. And it was awesome. I like the joke. I like the hair.
Me too. I like the complimentary jokes. So, Kyle, you're looking like you are on the back seat of the struggle bus.
I got another one.
You brought another bottle of vodka. All right, we'll take that one slow.
Yeah.
You had multiple bottles of vodka ready
Is
to
it
go.
the same kind?
Settle down with that,
Yeah.
Kyle.
Yeah, it's Tito's.
Can I ask you, do you like the taste of it?
Oh no.
No.
No,
No
nobody
one likes the taste of this.
The taste of alcohol.
What about like because I don't like the taste of Grand Gala, but to be honest, at this point, I almost do. Right? Like once I get a good 5 shots in, shot 6 is kind of sweet.
Yeah.
See, this is another thing on my list. When Kyle is truly fucked, we all take a drink.
I just took a big one.
Oh, and you're gonna have another. You're gonna do great, Woody. You're fine.
I must
I can
protest.
tell from your
Hold on.
fucking Okay. I can tell from Woody's demeanor that he is A-okay taking another shot.
all right.
He's got to do a little.
Woody's
walk
wandering.
around.
Woody's doing a fucking loop, man.
He's standing up to ensure his drunkenness, and I
Yeah.
am fine.
I'll do another one.
All right, Kyle. No, Kyle. You don't do one.
No, I'll do one.
No, don't do one.
No, I will. I gotta work up to it. Hang on.
Kyle, from someone who can only see you through a small window on Skype, you are fucked.
Guys,
Yeah.
So what? Dick, finish your thought.
No, it's just fun.
what in the fuck is happening?
Welcome to the drinking
What
episode.
are we
of
doing?
Painkiller.
What
Another
what
shot.
the fuck are we doing? What the
We're
fuck?
taking another
what the
shot,
Fuck is
Dick.
happening?
We're
Let's
taking another shot,
fucking
Dick.
Nail it out in every conceivable fashion. What the fuck?
Can we take it in sync? It seems like we're all gonna have one.
Yeah.
Kyle, are you ready?
Come.
Ready, set, go.
Yeah, ready, set, go.
Oh, I made that drink way too strong.
Ah.
Oh. Well, I'm glad we're all doing well. Kyle, you look beyond fucked.
I'm good.
You've got like a foraging squirrel look on your face right now.
It's because he's got nuts in his mouth.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. You got nuts in your mouth. You love it. You love tasting nuts in your mouth. Balls, right? Durka.
Of course. Are you Dick?
Taylor, what are you vaping?
Are you?
What the fuck
Oh,
are you,
this
what?
this is just regular nicotine. This isn't like
What?
pot
Nicotine.
or something
What?
exciting.
Do you get addicted to
what?
nicotine?
Nah.
Form?
Thank
Oh
you.
yeah,
You get addicted to
people get
nicotine.
addicted to
That's
nicotine
right.
all the time.
Okay. How about when you self-evaluate? Do you
Never
think that?
fucking get it.
Yeah, I'm definitely semi-addicted to
Okay.
nicotine. Like I was always that guy in college who was like, I don't smoke. I just smoke when socially, when people are drinking. It was like, Well, you're doing that every weekend, so you kind of do smoke in a way. Like you kind of smoke
But just
cigarettes.
weekends, though. If you take 5 days off.
You do, but still, it was a
Okay.
thing of like, okay, I am smoking cigarettes on the weekends, but I should not. And that's why with this thing, it's so easy. Like so many little fags will buy mint or mango fruit like flavors for this because frankly it's marketed to young people, to children, to try and get them addicted to nicotine. Whereas I will always buy like Virginia tobacco flavor. Like I want to get that cigarette hit back. But
Fuck.
are you fucked up, Kyle?
Oh.
He might be. He drank
He may be a
a
tad
fifth
fucked up.
plus.
Oh, I wish I had a cigarette now.
Yeah, you got to get yourself one of these. Get a flavor of Virginia tobacco. It's pretty good. It feels
I like
pretty
menthol.
much. It okay. Then get menthol.
Does
That's
that
fine
make
too.
you black?
Yeah,
No, it
I
doesn't
always
make it
smoked with
black.
black guys. Yeah, definitely. When I was always working with black guys, and they always smoked Cools or Newports. So I always smoked Cools or Newports.
I always thought they smelled better.
They taste better too. It tastes like I always say like my brand of cigarettes of choice are Marlboro Smooths, and they're peppermint. They're not menthol like mint.
What do those look like? Marlboro
Blue. It's a light blue color,
Oh, okay.
and they taste like peppermint. I mean peppermint cigarettes anyway. But that was always definitely my cigarette of choice. Chiz smokes those Camel Crush, which have this little in the filter. There's this little ball that you like bite with your like teeth, and it crushes. And
You don't bite it, you squeeze it.
I bite it, and you bite it, and it pops, and it releases like menthol goo into the filter of the cigarette, and then the cigarette tastes like menthol or whatever. But
See,
definitely-
when I do decide to smoke a cigarette, I like those crushes.
yeah,
Like, I like the option of having the menthol.
yeah.
Oh, you can smoke it without crushing it?
Yeah, you can smoke it without crushing it, and it'll taste like normal tobacco. And then if you pop it right in the filter, it'll taste very cold and mentholy. Which, Kyle, are you dying right now?
I thought I might throw up, but I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
I don't like any of those things.
Do you want to take the sunglasses off?
I like them. My eyes hurt less.
You look like a
How dare you?
Well, fags look like just regular people.
Look at that. He's looking less faggy.
Less or more.
Pulling it back and up.
I like my sunglasses. They're a sponsor.
They're a sponsor.
Is it movement?
Yeah.
Of course it's movement. Is it one of our other sunglass sponsors?
I don't track.
I like these a lot. These are the sunglasses that I wear most of the time. Big fan. They're polarized. They keep the glare bare from hurting my eyes, and I'm a big fan. You're the
All right, we got to all take another shot.
We just took a shot.
We did, but Woody, you got to get on our level. We're all pretty drunk. I don't feel like you are.
I want to spit. Would that be rude?
Just spit off screen.
My head hurts and I'm sorry.
Don't do something. Oh, don't do something gross like that.
Did he just do it? I missed it.
Ew.
Did he spit on the floor?
Ugh.
Don't the glass. Yeah. I
It's
just
fucking
got a lot of mucus.
disgusting.
A lot of mucus. Did Dick change shirts, or is that the shirt he's been wearing?
No, I've changed shirts.
Yeah, we
I
sweaty.
didn't notice.
Changed it.
You get
yeah.
so sweaty you change shirts?
Yeah, I'm like Alex Jones, man.
I like the idea of food. I hadn't even considered that.
Oh, I ate so much before we started. I knew that this was gonna be fucking rough. I ate a ton of greasy food to like
You guys
try.
are fucked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had
I knew this was
carbs
gonna be fucking rough.
that I normally never have, and then I had eggs and cheese. 'Cause
Eggs and cheese. Yeah, that'll be friendly coming up.
it looked terrible going down, but I read on the internet it's what
God.
you eat before drinking.
I
You
mean, if
ate
you read it on the
eggs
internet.
and cheese?
Could the internet
Eggs
be
and
wrong?
cheese.
It said
The
protein
alcoholic's
and
diet.
stuff.
I
Well,
ate.
that's ridiculous.
For some reason, I had this idea that greasy food would be best, so I ate some French fries and some hot wings right before we started, and then I drank. I bought 2 of these 1.5 liter bottles of Fiji, and I drank one before we started, and I'm getting pretty deep into this.
All
one.
right. Well, we're getting
God
pretty close. Kyle,
damn.
hold up your bottle because I
Which
feel like
one?
I'm asshole. The one you're drinking out of.
Well, I mean, there's this one, and it's. Ow.
Oh, you
Kick.
asshole. So you drank the whole bottle.
You're just
Yeah,
catching up to that now?
Yeah, I drank the whole
He
bottle.
got a second
didn't
bottle.
know.
Do you remember that conversation?
No, yeah,
This
I
is-
do, but
this is
I didn't
bottle
know
number
that he
2.
actually cashed that whole first bottle. I
Yeah,
had
and
no
then
idea.
I made sure that nobody was going to give me shit, so I finished off the mixed drink too.
Mostly
Oh
finished.
shit! Oh, that'll clean up.
Jesus. Okay, I feel like a bitch. I gotta.
Yeah, yeah. You kind of are.
You know, when you're right, you're right.
I feel like being a bitch and my thing, and we've all accepted that, right? Do I have to drink more?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Woody, like
No, you have to drink. You have to drink, Woody.
you do have to drink.
Fine.
That's so Kyle can hide the fact that he's passing out every 15 seconds.
Oh wait.
Is that still a chicken leg? Because it looks like a baked potato.
God damn.
Mine?
Yeah,
No. That's
Fuck,
chicken.
I'd love a baked potato.
right? I want to eat something.
I like something like really starchy that can absorb some of this poison that
I'm
you.
rationalizing in my head that I'll somehow feel better if I eat.
Check it out. Check it out, you nerds. Check out this fucking chicken shit show.
I don't have any food here either.
All right, homos, time for another shot.
The show's over. Oh, it's 4 hours and 2 minutes. I wish I could
Oh,
join you.
you're right.
Ah, you want to wrap up? I'll do the last ad.
Is there more ads? Oh, there's an outro maybe?
Yeah, I think I got an. I think. Let me look. Let me double check that. I did Monster Hunter. I did Tomb Raider. I did Luminosity. I did Smart Mouth. I did the Squarespace. Yeah, there's an outro though. There's God, I feel like shit. There's
Who has the outro?
Kyle, I love
I
you,
love
man.
how you're wearing sunglasses so that people can't see that your eyes look like 2 red balls floating in a cup of 2% milk.
yeah. I'm just
I love
feeling
you as well, Woody.
feeling real rough. Yeah, I got an outro here. Post roll read.
Who is it?
It's Tomb Raider.
Let me
Should I do it? Or
Why
you
don't
want
you
to
let
go?
me give it a go?
Oh, you want me to link you?
I just caught up.
Cool.
All right. That was PKA episode 402, the drinking episode, delivered.